Breaking news mga kababayan ko, nako po. De Lima, Luistro, Terry Ridon, Benny Abante, naninilikado dito. Tila makukulong ng 8 taon, maghihimas ng rehas dahil sobrang bending dalo mga kababayan. Bago ko ipakita itong bidyong ito, babasahin ko muna ang sinabi ni Mans Carpio dito. Nako po, yari na. Ito po, breaking news, 8 taon, maghihimas ng rehas, kampo ni Carpio, nagbabala sa posibleng criminal liability sa Amlac Bank data disclosure. Nako mga kababayan ko, ito nang sinasabi natin, mga bending dalo, dahil po sa ginawa nilang paglalabas dito sa Sal-End di Sara, tila nilabag ang saligang batas dito, mga kababayan ko. Kaya sila Luistro, takot na dito. Pakinggan po natin ang bidyong ito mga kababayan ko. Nako po, yari na. Yari na ang nagluto ng pusit dito. Yari! Lintik lang ang walang ganti. Itong sabi ni Atty. Mans Carpio dito. Pakinggan po natin ang bidyong ito mga kababayan. Grabeng pasabog ito.
Meron ng super overreach, no? Lampas na po sa kanilang function and duty, no? They are now acting as if a magistrates na po, no, gathering, while it appears that they are showing that meron pong proceedings, no, and they are presenting it to the public to show transparency. However, if you'll notice, it appears to be scripted already. Kasi tingnan mo, meron na silang mga naka-assign na tao na mag-read, no? Meron na silang naka-assign na members na mag-read, meron papel, may binabasa and everything. And they have matrices in advance, and they have documents in advance na wala pa po yung respondent natin, even or the counsel for the respondent, no? So talagang super prepared, no? So it's tantamount to saying that they are actually arrogating upon themselves the functions of the Senate Impeachment Court.
Ayan mga kababayan ko, sabi nga dito, committee ni Luistro, super overreach at scripted. Ayon kay Atty. Bato, grabe kasing ginawa nila mga kababayan. Dito nga po tumaas lalo ang rating ni BP Sara, 45 to 50%. Duterte near sure win. Nako po, mga kababayan ko. Yari na. De Lima takot na. Trillanes nagtatago na ngayon. Halaka.
Po, kayo rin ho ba, attorney, naniniwala na illegal yung pagpapalabas, disclosure nga nitong mga bank records ng pangalawang Pangulo doon sa hearing ng Kamara?
Well, it is if not unlawful, illegal talaga itong pangyayari na ito kasi yung secrecy kasi ng mga ganitong records is dapat po strictly construed, no, sa ating batas natin, no. Now, take note that yung ating AMLA law requires no exception. Talaga pong klaro po doon sa batas, wala po talaga, bawal po talaga ito ilabas, no. There is no such exception. In the bank secrecy law, iba yon, merong exception, yung tinatawag nating except in cases of impeachment. Yon.
Opo.
But there are two schools of thought in cases of impeachment, Sir Jade. Yes, sir.
Opo. Pero alin ho ba ang magiging batayan na kung sakali man sa korte yung bank secrecy law na kung saan may exemption nga doon sa impeachment, na yan po yung nagiging argumento, naratibo ng Kamara, o itong sa AMLA?
Okay. We would like to make it clear first, no. Ito pong financial transactions, no, na nakuha sa AMLA, yun pong volume transaction. These are not concrete evidence to prove any wrongdoings, no, or illegality in financial transaction. It is actually a secondary evidence pa yan siya. Because in order to verify and or authenticate the the transactions, you need to have the bank records. Otherwise, if that will be presented alone, it has no probative or evidentiary value. Now, they need to have the bank records, no? Kung ano bang bank yan, BPI, BDO, PNB, they have to get that. Now, it is dangerous now if the Committee on Justice will issue subpoena to get these records. Bawal na po kasi they are on committee level. Sabi nga nung isa nating nag-post is that committee lang sila, hindi sila court, no? Only the court, no, can do that. Now, ito pong issue because they are saying that except in cases of impeachment, ang interpretation po ng Kamara or yung Committee on Justice is that impeachment proceeding po ang ginagawa nila. That is wrong, no? Because ang impeachment, except in cases of impeachment, the rule on that point is it should be strictly construed doon sa batas at sa government, no? Take note that statutes that are derogatory in the privacy of people and records should be construed against that law or the government who is invoking it, no? Ibig sabihin po, the general rule is that it's secret. Exception po is that it must be strictly construed. So ibig sabihin po, pag strictly construed, it should be the impeachment court that has the authority and power to get all those records, to issue a subpoena, to open those bank records, so to speak, no? So yun po ang issue natin dyan, no? Hindi po pwede on committee level, especially na pinapublicize po nila, Sir Jade, no? My point being is that the least they could have done, no? Talaga, kung talagang they would say that they are sincere and they are just really looking at the evidence to determine probable cause, they should have kept that in a executive session. Parang yung sinasabi ng BIR, dapat executive session para hindi i-publicize because damaging nga po eh. It violates certain levels or strict levels of privacy po, no?
Ayan, mga kababayan ko. Kaya itong grupo ni Luis Troy, nagyabang, sobrang yabang. Kaya dito mga kababayan, ako po, 8 taon na pagkakakulong. Maghihimas ang rehas o hihimasin ang rehas. Balik kulungan, itong si Dilima. Luis Troy, naninilikado. IBP on AMLAC disclosure. House panel conducting hearing. Nako po mga kababayan ko, yari. Sobra feeling sila ang power, sila ang batas. Kawawa taong bayan, dapat sampahan sila. Sabi ni Antonina Chanco, kasuhan na mga congressman na lumabag at AMLAC. Dapat lang sampahan ng kaso ang mga mangbabatas na nilabag nila mismong batas. Sobra-sobra ang pangyuyurak nila sa taong bayan, lalong-lalo kay BP Sara, para lang hindi makatakbo sa pagka-vice presidente at kanyang husband. Dapat makulong sila, mga abusado sa kapangyarihan, sabi ni Melinda Samonte. Kung may illegal, bakit hindi ba pwede tanggalin yung chairman ng House Committee on Justice, Abuse of Power yan? Nagtatanong lang po, dapat kumilos na ang Supreme Court. Nako po mga kababayan ko, delikado si Luis Troy. Ipapadisbar pa ito. Nako po mga kababayan ko, may madidisbar pa, may makukulong pa, yari na.
Level of privacy, Sir Jade.
Linawin ko lang, attorney. So po pwede na lang valid po yung pag-access nila ng bank records ng pangalawang Pangulo basta nasa executive session sila. Tama ba?
I'm not saying that, Sir Jade. What I'm trying to say is that they are not allowed, no? But I think sana ba, at least at the very least, if really they are honest enough to say that we're just looking at it, they could have done it through executive session so that at least yung nyaw-nyaw po ng public medyo mabawas-bawasan, no? But I still stand with the fact that they cannot do that. Only the Senate impeachment court can allow the opening of these AMLA records, these financial transactions, as well as the bank records in the near future po.
Opo. Pero sinasabi po nila, attorney, ay para malaman kung may probable cause yung kaso nga ng pangalawang Pangulo, dapat nilang kalkalin ito, dapat nilang malaman.
Yes, sir. That is true. To determine probable cause, you have to gather evidences and receive evidences from the complainant. But they have to rise and fall with the complaints filed by the complainants. They cannot act as a co-complainant. What they're doing kasi in getting all these subpoenas, kaya kinakansyawan sila ng fishing expedition, is because they are now trying to become now the co-complainant. Take note that their authority is only to determine, no, at that point of level whether there is probable cause. And by reading, no, on the complaints and the impeachment and the attachments. Now, in case they find out that there is probable cause and they would like to use some records of the bank and the AMLA later on in court, that is the time they will move to subpoena duces tecum and ad testificandum on these particular banks as well as the executive director of the MLC. They cannot do that on their own level.
Ayan mga kababayan, ay nakita nyo naman kasi ang ginawa ni Luistro, nila De Lima, feelingera na nasa power sila, nasa kapangyarihan, nilabag nila ang karapatan ni Sara Duterte. Ganon din ang ginawa nila kay Tatay Digong, nilabag din. Isipin nyo, labag pala ito. Hindi naman talaga sila yung proper forum dito. Pero anong ginawa nila, mga kababayan ko? Nilabag nila ang karapatan ni Sara dito sa paglalabas ng kanyang bank records. Kaya ang AMLAC, yari, makakasuhan. 8 taon na pagkakakulong De Lima. Sila Percy Sindanya, sila Benny Abante, sama-sama na, mga Maleta Group, Maleta Gang. Nakita nyo mga kababayan, kahit anong gawin nilang pagdurog kay Sara Duterte, lalo namang lumalakas, lalong minamahal ng taong bayan kasi nga po, wala sila sa ayos. Isipin nyo mga kababayan, hindi nila ma-explain bakit umabot ng 6 billion. Yung in and out mga kababayan, ina-add up nila. Alam mo, 500,000 ni-withdraw mo. Ipinasok mo 500,000, inilabas mo 500,000, pinag-add nila 1 million. Inilabas mo yung 1 million mo, ipinasok mo, naging 2 million na. Yung 1 million mo, inilabas mo na naman, 3 million na. Mga kababayan, pinag-add, ang bobobo ng mga ito, mga kababayan. Saan kayo nakakita ng mga ganyang mga mambabatas? Yung opisyal ng AMLAC, mga kababayan, napakatanga, bobo eh. Hindi ma-explain eh. Kaya nga si Kong Suntay, paano yun? Your Honor, yung labas-pasok, ina-add mo, ibig sabihin, yung laman ng bangko, yung pera sa bangko, hindi talaga yon ang laman. Ibig sabihin, pinaikot-ikot lang yung pera. Halimbawa, piso. Dineposit ko sa bangko. Piso, nilabas ko. 2 na agad. Anong meron doon? So, pag pinasok ko yung piso ko, nilabas ko, 2 agad. Yung inflow sa outflow, binibilang. Pinasok ko na naman, 3 million na. Imbes piso lang. Bobo! Ayan mga kababayan, nagkahetot-hetot itong sila De Lima Luistro. Committee ni Luistro, super overreach at scripted. Yan, nagkalito-lito na. Parang anti-clear lang mga kababayan. Yung aresto sa kahuli magkaiba. Pagka-aresto daw, pinigil, in-stop. Pag hinuli, ang aresto iba. Bobo! Sarap mong sampalin ng sapatos na mabaho. Sabi ni Pedrick Santos, ayun may mga comment. Kahit ano na lang, gusto nilang lusutan. Ayun, nasasampal kayo ng taong bayan. Gusto nyo lang kasing siraan si Sara Duterte dito. Hindi nyo naman kaya. Lalong lumalakas ang kanyang presensya. 45 to 50% sure win sa 2028. Yan ang bagong survey. Mga kababayan ko. Kaya kayo nasusupal-pal ni Marcoleta dito. Bending dalo. Erwin Tulfo, bending dalo. Pampilo Lacson, bending dalo. Tito Soto, bending dalo. Bulagaan. Nagkahetot-hetot na, mga kababayan ko. Ano masasabi niyo, mga kababayan? Play pa natin na para magkaalamanan na.
That is our stand. No? So, the best thing to do sana is that they could have determine it. Kung may probable cause, then file. Because we know for a fact that this is a numbers game. This is not just it's a proceeding na impeachment. It is also political. They have the numbers, as they say. Why are they delaying it? Bakit hindi nila ipatapon na sa plenary para mapagbotohan na po yung 1/3 votes? And file it with the Senate Impeachment Court po. Now, where the real bloodbath should come in. Yun po, Sir Jade.
Oo, pero naniniwala ho ba kayo, attorney, na talagang parte ito ng layunin ng Kamara na sirain ang Vice Presidente? Kasi yan po yung naririnig natin doon po sa mga pro-Duterte camp.
In my opinion, is that with the publicized presentation of these confidential records, as well as their comments during the hearing, yung mga edewaw, yung mga smirking faces nila, it would appear that this is really a matter of destroying the image of the Vice President. No, it is not only the legal aspect of gathering evidence, but to paint, no, pinturahan po nila yung pagkatao ng ating VP Presidente as being, yung corrupt or meron siyang malfeasance na ginawa. So that it would try to somehow condition the mind of the public in order that he will go down ang ratings niya. And sabay niyan, possibly gagawa sila ng mga surveys to show that it's going down. The domino effect rule on people to believe kung ano yung nandyan is susundan lang din. No? So it is more of a narrative playing by them. No? Painting, nagpipintura po sila sa pagkatao ng tao. That's my opinion and that's how I see it. Because if really you are serious of your duty, then you don't do that and flaunt everything that you find against. And then after that, the hearing, you will be saying that kompleto ng evidence namin, meron ng probable cause, talagang mapapile siya, ma-impeach siya. You cannot comment on that when you are an investigator.
Ayan, mga kababayan ko. Halatado, bistado naman ang kanilang pagiging bias. Kita nyo sila De Lima, Luistro, Benny Abante, Percy Sendanya. Ang dami nilang sinasabi, mga kababayan ko. Talagang gusto nilang masira si Sara Duterte. Kayo na humusga for transparency, for a better democracy. Ito po si The Wonders Philippines, mga kababayan. Mabuhay po. Shoutout sa inyong lahat, mga kababayan. Shoutout kay Gaspar Beltran. At sa lahat po ng mga kababayan natin, mabuhay po.